get, Valentina? Bored. Okay. Let's just take a quick review of all the stored data we have. Yep. 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 All right. Your recent accomplishments of your space program have attracted contributions from numerous organizations. We walked on the surface of Duna. Planted a flag on the surface of Duna. We have not recovered science from the surface of Duna. I had to put, I don't know if we had a contract for that anyway. The materials bay, yep. Materials bay we got all done. We got all the samples collected. Now, the trick. The trick. Returning to orbit and rendezvousing with strawberry dessert. So, we have more than half a tank of liquid fuel in this stage alone. Oh no, we don't. Well, our total fuel reserves is more than half, and I know I'm going to be ditching a bunch of weight. So, I guess without much further dicking around, let's get this thing underway. That way. Pointer east. And thrust off. Retract the landing gear. As soon as this fuel is spent, we will... get rid of that stage. Go ahead and... do I want to point full prograde? No. I'm going to point this way, due east. More or less. The stages of liquid fuel will be gone soon enough. I hope I have enough. Go, go, go. Still have about 15 seconds or so of fuel in this thing. Get to 50. If you can get to... Oh, brilliant! We haven't even needed to ditch the stage yet. Still got some liquid fuel in there. Oh, this is a full-blown, fully capable, fully ready to go. Yeah, you guys are lucky getting to watch this telecast. I will tell you right now. This particular episode, what did we say? This is episode 18, is slated for 15, 16. Probably Thursday, May 26th. Probably. Not sure exactly, but that's my initial guess. We are losing some altitude from atmospheric drag as we go through this part of the atmosphere. Oh well. It's going to push this up to 55. 55. Boop. Okay. Climbing up out of Duna's atmosphere, science in tow. Now, of course, if I had a parachute system of some kind, we need to add a maneuver here. We can go ahead and face that maneuver. It's a 32-second burn with our current weight distribution, and we know we're getting rid of some spare weight here in just a bit. Yeah, there's 60 seconds worth of fuel in this stage alone. So things have turned out really good, and we are actually in space now. Okay, we are gonna burn out of here. That's nice and tight. Right about now. Tanks are gone. Ditch them. Yeah, drogue chute or air brakes would have helped on the landing to save fuel. You are absolutely right. That was Strub's comment. Okay, well. Set his target. Blah, la, la, la. Blah, la, la, la. It's face prograde. No. I'm sorry. Orbit mode prograde. So this thing is at 50. Wait, this thing is at 61 kilometers. I'm gonna go ahead and get my periapsis to, or apoapsis, I should say, to 61 kilometers, or 62 kilometers. And we're gonna be coming in here. What is this saying? We are behind. Relative speed. And that's the target. Yeah, that's saying that we're behind. But right here, we'll just maneuver to change all that for our next encounter. Behind. We're behind, so we want lower orbit. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's warp there. This is the ascending node. So, orbit normal. Make sure my solar panels are facing our source of power, I guess. Warp here. Do the barge landing like SpaceX, like a big ship that lands like this, just straight down. I want to do that. I did do that once upon a time when I was doing surface bases in a previous version of Kerbal Space Program. I brought the whole thing in like a normal rocket, you know, long ways, and then the entire thing landed pretty much vertically, just like this, burp, or landed horizontally. Had its thrusters oriented such that it could do that, and had them all balanced and everything. That's the hardest thing, is balancing the thrusters around the center of mass, especially when your fuel tanks change. So I made sure I had fuel tanks on either side so that the fuel would be spent equally. Okay, we're almost there. And out of time warp. Let's go ahead and fix our plane first. Duh. I'm aiming way the wrong way. That's awkward. Okay, now we are at the apoapsis, and we need to, you know what? I think we're fine. Well, let's go ahead and face retrograde and see what kind of room we have to adjust this meeting, this next rendezvous. That's saying, oh, we're coming in ahead. Okay, fine. Prograde it is. Get this thing down. X. 500 meters. What am I wearing on my head? I'm wearing a space helmet. Hello, How To Technology. This is a kid's armor helmet made of plastic. And then I took a SWAT team visor and riveted it so that it was on my, so it was appropriately placed. And then I have a microphone that I've actually attached to it myself. And of course a space antenna because this is a space helmet. I'm also wearing a sock because this thing is terribly uncomfortable without it. But we are ready to do rendezvous right there. We can watch this thing come nice and close. For reasons unknown to man, I've decided to do all my Let's Plays in costume of some kind. At least until I start doing Oculus Rift stuff and costumes become really unruly. This is the slower leg of the journey because we're under 60 kilometers, which means we can only time warp so fast. So what I'll probably do is I'll make this an extended play feature, like a feature-length version, because we're already at 38 minutes on this episode. And stick it up on Feature Friday. Which means the airtime for this episode will be Friday the 27th. Okay, let's go ahead and face target retrograde. In just a bit here as we fly and make our closest pass. How To Technology is new to my channel. Welcome. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of episodes coming out, nearly one every day, for Kerbal Space Program from previous recordings. That has gotten me from a fresh career, brand new career start to this point. Oh, I can retract that ladder, I suppose. You know what? I can rescue some liquid fuel out of this tank. That's kind of funny. Oops. Dang. This thing moves. Okay, so we're in target mode. We set our velocity to 0, just like that. We face the target. And Valentina is a talented enough pilot now where she is able to do that just fine. And we go ahead and set ourselves to, I say, 20 kilometers per second, or 20 meters per second, because this ship is quite snappy. And then we can just fast forward as we come up on encounter with Strawberry Dessert. The other two Kermans are inside of Strawberry Dessert. They were hanging out in the mothership. Okay, speaking of Strawberry Dessert, we need to open this? Can I not open this? Why can't I open it? You have power. Why is this thing closed? Oh, duh. Let's actually send someone in the command module. What do you say? We can turn the lights on, make things nice and fancy. Go ahead and extend these panels. Go ahead and open up the other docking port. Yeah. All that kind of important stuff that's really, really useful when trying to rendezvous a ship. Okay, this thing's gonna fly over there. I want to get this thing nice and close. Then we're going to use this thing's RCS and dock. Oop. Turn around. Let's see here. We need to turn around, turn around, turn around. There we go. This thing is finicky. It's got so much thrust. Ah, now I'm stuck and lost. Just stay there. Just stay there. Stay there. Now the problem is, these guys do not have a pilot on board right now. You know what I say? I say screw it. There's no reason this thing has to dock. EVA. You are going to transfer back to the crew compartment. Let's go ahead and take all this data, which is a lot. Let go. And that is it for whatever that ship was going to be called. We never actually named it. And we gotta get our pilot back on board. This thing could be a rescue ship. I mean, just as it is. If you think about it, it's got so much capability. Grab, and on board we go. We are stable. And looking good. All right. Trying to figure out how I want to break up this episode. Yeah. Manov has joined the channel. Hello, Manov. Exactly. We have just collected a bunch of scientific data from the first surface of Duna for the very first time. And now we get ourselves back home and we have plenty, and I mean plenty of fuel to do so. So, this is where I'm going to end this episode. I'm going to check my footage really quick. If you're here live, stick around. There's definitely more to come. If you're watching the episodes, tune in next time when this mission comes to a full circle and returns to Kerbal with all this science in tow. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.